If you're anything like me, you'll have your dream cars, and down here at Porsche Centre Chester, they've got quite a few of mine. So one of my dream drives was a car that could perform at a once unimaginable level, can carry 4 people in complete comfort, possibly even carry a ton of luggage. Well, Lamborghini did this once, back in the 1970s with the Espada, and more recently Ferrari achieved the same thing with the Ferrari FF. And then out of the bag came Porsche. And so we have this car, the Panamera Sport Turismo, and we just happen to have the keys for this car. It'd be rude not to take it out for a drive, wouldn't it? In fact, I think I might even take this one home. My very first impression is one of effortless, quiet might, a feel of indulgence and expensiveness. And with this being a turbo Sport Turismo, it is of course expensive. It's something many of us can only fantasize about owning, something that shouldn't exist in real life. It's actually like driving a concept car. There's a feeling that this is strangely impossible. It comes straight from that enticing concept car which was originally revealed at the Geneva Motor Show, and so captivating it was that many demanded to see it in production. I don't know how this thing can actually even be real, but after a few days indulging in its crushing acceleration and sheer unusualness, I'm so glad that it is. I've been thinking about this for some time now, and I believe the Panamera Sport Turismo may be the low-key coolest Porsche that you can buy right now. Porsche doesn't make any bad cars, but it also doesn't make any weird ones either. The 911-992 is unimpeachable. The Panamera saloon is pretty much established at this point. The 718 Boxster and Cayman are brilliant, if perpetually underrated. The Macan and the KM perform exceedingly well and fulfill their money printing purpose. But the Sport Turismo is different. In a family of overachievers, it's like that cool cousin that's interesting to hang out with, the one that attracts even without even trying. But like the rest of the family, it's an amazing athlete and is properly usable. The Porsche Panamera Turbo Sport Turismo is a vehicle of sheer excess in size, horsepower, sophisticated technology, premium details, and all those characters in its name. There is no practical need for a vehicle like this, and yet wonderfully it exists. I'm glowing just seeing it sitting here on my driveway in all its cool glory. Dominating the dashboard is Porsche's latest infotainment system, featuring this stunning widescreen display and a pair of reconfigurable displays flanking the tachometer. Accessing the module's advanced functions is a seamless process, and ultra-quick response to inputs makes the central touchscreen a joy to use. This vivid widescreen houses the media, navigation, telemetry, drive mode and climate control settings. Alternatively, voice commands, steering wheel controls and touch sensitive buttons on the center console can be used to configure the settings. This sumptuous cabin has seemingly reached the highest level of car industry tech to date, and once you become accustomed to this futuristic sci-fi movie style setup, there'll be no turning back. No amount of mental preparation counters the abnormality of driving a 550 horsepower estate car. Launch control can easily crush your internal organs. With its mountain of torque, 567 pound-feet, the Panamera Turbo Sport Turismo is faster to 60 than lots of dedicated sports car, while at the same time carrying a load of extra kilos. All that grunt is served up according to driver preference and inputs, with the help of a sophisticated network of stability and traction control systems. Porsche's standard 8-speed PDK box and all-wheel drive system effectively convert thrust into massive forward momentum. Wielding supercar levels of power, it's almost effortless in normal drive mode, where it takes a full plunge of throttle to wake up that V8 beast. Turning the wheel-mounted drive mode selector to sport puts the Panamera in my favourite configuration. Steering, throttle and transmission responsiveness increases, but only to an enjoyable level for daily driving. One more turn of the dial to Sport Plus completely transforms this 5-door estate coupe into a taut, snarling animal. Only if pushed to the edge on a track does Sport Plus make any sense, but in the real world there's little need to play the hero in something this large. Speaking of size, the Panamera initially feels very wide, appearing to have a wheel at each corner. With more time behind the wheel, however, this wide body sensation lessens and is replaced by awe for Porsche's chassis tuning. This example comes with Porsche Dynamic Chassis Control Sport and Porsche Torque Vectoring Plus, or just a load of letters if you prefer. In colloquial terms, the system reduces body roll and increases stability based on driving behaviour. Combined with optional carbon ceramic brakes, the Turbo Sport Turismo defies all logic with its dynamics. Okay, it's no 911, but the Porsche DNA is clearly felt through the steering wheel. For all its performance, the Panamera Sport Turismo never yields any of its luxurious ride quality. Porsche's air suspension management and adaptive dampers quell the harshness of road imperfections, even when riding on these low-profile tyres. Wind noise is also minimal thanks in part to an adaptive rear spoiler that works in conjunction with a panoramic sunroof to deflect air. Porsche broke a mould with this vehicle, resurrected that Espada niche, and in doing so surprised the world and left its competitors utterly stumped. So, should you buy one? Well, this particular example is currently on sale at Porsche Centre Chester. Seems like it's a reasonable price as well. Well, the new price is £120,000 plus options, and that might seem an awful lot, but for those wanting something different, for those wanting to live the dream, nothing else is going to do. You see, I think this car could get a cult following. It's actually broken new ground. It's carried on where the Espada left off, in so much that it can carry 4 people in supreme comfort. It can take a ton of luggage, it can cross a continent, and it can travel at speeds that can rival many a supercar. So again, should you buy one? Well, if you don't want to follow the crowd and you've got a dream to live, I'd go and take a good long look at the Porsche Panamera Turbo Sport Turismo.